Okay, this is a video of a shortcut on how to swatch in the round. And it's important if your project is made in the round that you swatch in the round, because stockinette stitch is just knitting in the round. Whereas if you knit your swatch flat, it's knit a row, purl a row, and that's not going to be an accurate swatch for you in the round, because in the round you're not purling at all. So you're going to cast on your stitches. I'll cast on a couple more. It's really easy. It's quite genius, actually. Okay, so normally when you cast on, you're going to turn your work and start knitting, right? But we're not turning our work. We're just going to slide it to the other end, to our other end of the needle. We're going to, and then we're just going to knit it. We're going to take our working yarn that's down here, because we just slid it, we didn't turn it, and we're going to bring it up, and we're going to start knitting with it. Now I like to leave this pretty loose, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, so I've got a good amount back there, and we knit. So we knit a row, okay, and we're done with that row, and we're not turning it. Again, we're sliding it to the other end, and we're bringing our yarn that's back there still. It's kind of like an I-cord. Sorry about that. And we're going to leave a good amount back here hanging. We're not making it taut, just about like that. Okay, and we're going to knit another row. Now, for swatching, if you're swatching for a garment like a sweater, you want to make a good size swatch, at least a 4x4 swatch. For this video, I did not make a 4x4 swatch, because this is just to demonstrate how you do it. Now here's the reason why. I know that to precisely read your gauge, you need to knit your swatch and bind off, and that's going to give you a correct reading. But I like to know if I'm even on track before I continue this thing. So say I need to get 5 stitches to the inch here, and because I've left all this slack back here, I am able to let this sit here. It's not all bunched up because of the slack that I left. I can tell right now that I'm not getting 5 stitches to the inch. I'm getting 1, 2, 3 stitches, 3.5 stitches to the inch, which is not at all what I need. And so I'm going to take this off, and I would go down a needle size. I'd probably go down a couple needle sizes to try to get 5 stitches to the inch. Okay, so that's why I'm not cutting that, or not cutting it, I mean making it super tight, because until I figure out if I'm even in the ballpark range, because that way I'm going to rip that out. Okay, now this is what your swatch is going to look like, except for yours will be much bigger after you bind off. Okay, you've got this right here, all this ladder right here, and that. And so I like to you can either leave those, but for a more accurate reading, you're going to want to come in here and cut these just like this. Okay, you're able to lay this out flat, and again, it should be much bigger, and you can accurately read your gauge and see where you're at. And that is how you do a shortcut for knitting in the round. It's much quicker, much more efficient.